You're listening to the Main Street Deal, part of Main Street Media. I'm Jordan. It's Monday, April 27th. Today, we're walking through one real listing on the market right now. The business is a 30-plus year auto repair shop in St. Louis County, Missouri. Established, independent, not a franchise, not a chain location. Annual sales sit just over $500,000. Seller's discretionary earnings, that's the take-home for the owner-operator, the number that matters for a buyer, comes in at $200,000. The asking price is $465,000. Sourced as a current BizBuySell listing. Run the multiple. $465,000 divided by $200,000 is 2.33 times SDE. For an established auto repair shop with 3 decades of history, typical multiples land between 2 and 3 times. So this listing sits right in the comp range. Not cheap, not expensive, reasonable. Now the SBA math, standard 7A. Acquisition loan, 10% down. On a $465,000 purchase, that's $46,500 cash out of your pocket at close. The remaining $418,500 gets financed at 9.3% over 10 years. That's where SBA market rates have been sitting. Your monthly payment lands at $5,370. Annualize that and you're paying roughly $64,400 a year in debt service before you take home a single dollar. Here's where the deal either works or it doesn't. SDE is $200,000. Subtract $64,400 in debt service, and you're sitting at about $135,500 a year as the new owner. That has to cover your salary, your taxes, and any deferred maintenance you uncover after close. If you've been earning $120,000 at a W-2 job and you're trying to step into ownership, the math is defensible. If you were hoping this would replace a $200,000 corporate paycheck on day one, it won't. 3 things you'd want to verify before you ever sign a letter of intent. First, customer concentration. A 30-year shop usually has a stable base of repeat customers, fleet accounts, families that have been bringing cars in for 2 generations. Pull a 13-month receivables ledger and ask the broker for a top 10 customer list as a percentage of revenue. If any single customer is north of 15%, that's a risk. If a fleet account is 25% and the contact at that fleet retires next year, you're buying revenue that's about to walk out the door. Second, technician retention. The owner is selling. The owner has probably been turning wrenches alongside the team for years. Find out which of the techs are ASE certified, how long each one has been there, and what their compensation looks like. Schedule a meet the team session as a closing condition. If 2 key techs leave the week after you take over, you don't have a business. You have a building with a lift in it. Third, equipment age and the building. Lifts, diagnostic scanners, alignment racks, they have a useful life. A 30-year shop almost certainly has equipment that needs refresh in the next 3 to 5 years. Get a written equipment list with age and last service date and price out the worst case. If the shop owns the building, look at deferred maintenance on the roof, the HVAC, the paving. If it leases, get the remaining term and any escalation clauses in writing before you commit. One yellow flag worth naming, owner as key tech risk shows up at almost every shop this size. If the owner is also the master tech, his hands are part of the SDE. You either have to keep him on as a paid technician for a transition year, which costs real money, or you need to know you can hire a comparable lead tech in that market. Phone the local trade school. See what the talent market actually looks like before you sign anything. Verdict on this one. Pursue. The price sits in comp range, the SDE supports the debt service with margin, and a 30-year history is real history. But the pursue is conditional. The two questions that will make or break this deal are customer concentration and tech retention. If both come back clean, it's a real opportunity for a hands-on operator. If either one is messy, walk. Here's the first question I'd put to the broker on the call. How much of the listed SDE comes from the owner working as a technician on the floor, and what percentage of last year's revenue came from the top 10 customers? That single question tells you whether you're buying a business or whether you're buying a job that pays $135,000 a year and comes with $418,500 of debt attached. That's it for Monday. Find all of Main Street Media's shows wherever you listen. Subscribe, leave a review, and I'll see you Thursday for an operator story.